Alright guys, since YouTube is gay and they only let me do 10 minutes, I'm going to go over the playoff matchups and whatnot. The final standings were for the league's teams. First place in the Jim Brown division was Amazing Larry. Even though all four teams finished at 8-5, since he had the most points scored, he ended up getting the division title, and that's how that works. Second, Walter Payton division, of course, the Angry Beavers ended up pulling away with that one, and same with the Charlotte 49ers. The other guys, no one else finished above 500. Keystone and somebody else, No Names, had a chance to be at 7-6 if they had both won, and one of Republican or Milan Touchdown My Pants would have lost, and then it would have put four teams at 7-6, and then they would have gotten in due to the fact that they had both scored more points than Republican and Touchdown My Pants. But they needed help. They needed me and Jay to lose, and they needed to win, which neither of those happened. Playoff seeds are as follows. Charlotte 49ers got the 1 seed and the bye for next week. 2 seed is the Angry Beavers. They also get a bye next week. 3 seed is Amazing Larry for winning the Jim Brown division. 4 seed is Touchdown My Pants. 5 seed is the defending champion, myself, Republican. And 6 seed is Palmer behind. Due to the fact that they have bye weeks next week, Angry Beavers and Charlotte 49ers are going to meet up so they can butt plug each other and have a great time. And they should, be hoping that their guys don't have big weeks next week, and instead they get fucking screwed the following week when they play whoever they play. Game 1 of the playoffs, and for the playoff bracket, not the consolation, the winner's bracket. Republican versus My Pants, a rematch of division rivals. The winner of this game goes on to play the best team in the league, the 49ers. Game 2 will be Palmer behind versus Amazing Larry. The winner of that game goes on to play Angry Beavers next week. Consolation game. Littleton Keystone versus Team No Names. Planet Pitts versus Brown Dog, and Flying Frog Brigade versus Charlie Weiss Interns, a rematch of the battle of the, worst teams, I guess. Go Cragen. I hope you beat Joe again. Joe, you might as well, you've sucked at every other fantasy sport this year, so you might as well start sucking even worse now in football. A couple of matchups to be looking forward to. Palmer has T.O. going against that Kansas City secondary and that Kansas City defense, which sucks ass. That's pretty much all I can see for him. Maybe Crabtree going against that Arizona secondary, which didn't really play too bad the other day against Minnesota. Flying Frog Brigade. He's got Steve Smith going against the Pats' weak-ass secondary, and hopefully Clinton Portis could be questionable against Oakland. Hopefully he comes back this week. Who knows, though? It'll be a shot in the dark. 49ers. He's got Mendenhall going against Cleveland, Drew Brees going against that shitty Atlanta Falcons secondary, and Vernon Davis, who's been hot against Arizona. Beavers. It doesn't matter. They have a bye week anyway. But regardless, Chris Johnson going against St. Louis. Patriots D against Carolina. That's pretty much all I can see there. Amazing Larry. I see a lot of pluses in green here. This is a good thing for him because it's a playoff matchup. Aaron Rodgers against the Bears. Fred Jackson against Kansas City. The Ravens D against my lovely Lions, and Marshawn Lynch versus Kansas City also. So he's got a little choice to make there. Fred Jackson or Marshawn Lynch. My pants. Matt Schaub against the Seahawks. Jeremy Shockey against Atlanta. Thomas Jones against the Buccaneers. Ooh, this is a good one. Kevin Walter against the Seahawks. And Donnie Avery against the Titans. So that's an intriguing matchup right there. Republican. Looks like I got a rough week here. I got Andre Johnson against the Seahawks, which is a good play. Mike Sims Walker against Miami. Teddy Ginn Jr. against Jacksonville. Other than that, I'm kind of screwed here. I got 40 playing Green Bay. McCoy against the Giants D, and Tomlinson against Dallas. So I don't know. I could be in some trouble next week. No names. He's got Flacco against the Lions defense. The Jets D against the Buccaneers. Other than that, he's got Brett Favre against the Bengals, but that Bengals D has been better as of lately. Keystone, Jamal Charles, great pickup for him. I'm glad he plays him against Buffalo. Other than that, Steve Breston maybe against 49ers. Brown Dog, Roethlisberger against Cleveland. Marion Barber against San Diego's run D. Reggie Bush against Atlanta. And the Steelers against the Browns D. So, go Brown Dog. Planet Piss. Looking at maybe possibly Maroney against the Panthers. Jericho Cotchery against Tampa Bay. Other than that, maybe Phillip Rivers against Dallas, but who knows. And Charlie Weis interns, Joe, you know what? Who cares, because you suck and you're not going to end up beating Cragen anyway. Alright, boys. Sorry if that bored you a little bit or whatever. That's how it's done. Keep in mind, watch those fucking waivers. Make sure that if you're going to start somebody, they're going to either play a full game or you're going to have their backup as a crutch. Good luck in the playoffs, everybody. And I don't know, why don't you all lick my garbage, eat my grundle, run my pipeline, and Joe Pellegrini is the worst fantasy sports player of all time. Joe, how do you lose to Cragen? You suck.